Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Camille and today I'm going to be showing you how I do my makeup every day. So yeah, let's do it. So the first thing I do is obviously I prime my face. I have really dry skin, so I love Rihanna's new Fenty primer. It's like a lotion or like a cream, so I already put a hydrating cream on my face and I use an under eye cream because I'm an old lady. So the hydrating primer just really helps keep my face moist and not moist. Moist is for food. It helps keep my face just hydrated throughout the day. So I do 3. And I have really bad dark circles, so I try to put the primer under my eyes as well. It's important to keep your under eyes hydrated with creams or lotions, especially if you have dark circles. It'll help with that, and drinking a lot of water helps too, which I don't do. So I try to make up for it with my facial products. A foundation that I love that I got away from when Fenty came out is Lancome, so I'm going to be using that today. I'm the color 420 Bisque N. That's what we're going to go with. And usually I use this, my IT Cosmetics brush. It's number 115, but it is wet because I washed it last night. So I'm going to use a brush I have that's very similar to it. It's by Tarte. There is no brush number, but it has like a little spatula on the end. So I do 1 pump for each cheek, and I just buff it all in. I feel like sometimes I'm a little rough with how I put my foundation on, but I do this really weird face when I try to blend it onto my neck, so I don't mind that. My hair. I usually do about 1 pump of foundation for each cheek, and then for some reason my forehead is darker than the rest of my face. It's just the woman at Sephora told me. So when I put foundation on my forehead, it comes out lighter. It leaves my forehead with like this gray color. I don't know why. So I try not to put as much foundation on my forehead as I do on the rest of my face, and I try to just blend it all down so it kind of flows nicely on the skin. So what I'll do is I use like a half a pump for my forehead, so only like that much on the brush, and then I just do like 3 little dots on the top. Ooh, got it on my nail. And then the rest I'll put down my nose and on the rest of my face. My voice is not usually this raspy. I am getting over a cold, so I apologize if I sound like a man. And I always push my hair back because one day I didn't, and I was out to lunch with my friend, and my hair was in a ponytail, and she's like, "Did you know that your hairline is a different color than your face?" And I was like, "No, I didn't." And that's why we're best friends, because you tell me these things. So I have some freckles and things like that, so if I'm not happy with like the coverage that my foundation got, where's my finger, got, I will go in with another pump of foundation on each cheek. Now see, in the mirror it looks different than it looks on my camera. So I'm just gonna do just 1 more pump, and then I will disperse that between both cheeks and kind of buff it. Oh great, buff it out. This is my first video, so I'm a little nervous. I have like this weird spot on my neck. I don't know if you guys can see it, so I try to put some more foundation on my neck so it will cover it. I don't put foundation on my ears, which I've seen some people do. I just feel like that's a little weird. And my hair is usually down, so it covers my ears anyway. So yeah, I don't know. So then for concealer, for a very long time, I was using the Maybelline dark spot correcting concealer. It has like a little sponge on top, but then I wanted to try the Tarte Shape Tape and I fell in love. So that's what I use. I'm in the color medium. The first time I used this, I used like way too much and my under eyes looked like crazy. So I have figured out how to properly, or the proper amount for my face to use. So, but I have really bad dark circles and they're worse when I'm stressed or I'm tired. So I want a full coverage concealer so that it looks like my dark circles do not exist. And this Tarte Shape Tape does a fabulous job of making them disappear. And then I use the Beauty Blender. Usually my Beauty Blender is not, my beauty sponge, whatever you want to call it, is not damp. I use it dry. However, I washed this last night and it is not fully dry, so today it is damp. I don't see a difference between it being dry and being damp. And I've tried to do my foundation with a damp Beauty Blender and it just does not work out for me. I wish it did, but it doesn't. So I just stick with brushes. And my IT Cosmetics foundation brush is probably my favorite brush I use for my foundation. It's actually the only brush I use, which is why I'm glad I have my Tarte brush. For when my IT brush is wet, like it is today. And I just try to make sure that I get the concealer completely underneath my under eye, like up to my waterline almost. And then I try to go, I used to go like out, and when I would go out, it would be like whoosh, like it would go all the way up to like the tip of my eye, the end of my eyebrows. So I try to go more down on my face, and yeah, I have found that that helps. And then to set my under eye, I was using the IT Cosmetics pressed powder, and I really like that, but then I have been wanting to try Dermablend, so I got the Dermablend loose setting powder and I love it. It's amazing. So I just use the same Beauty Blender that is dirty with my makeup to set my under eye. And I know I put a lot and sometimes I put too much, but I don't want my concealer creasing, I don't want it moving, I don't want it going anywhere. And so yeah, I just brush it all away when it's over. I look like a crazy person right now, but that's alright. So while that is chilling, I am going to fill in my eyebrows. I do not draw my eyebrows on because, as you can see, I have pretty decent eyebrows when I get them waxed. But I don't like how they get like faded when I put my foundation and everything on. So I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Powder Duo, this little jammy. And I use the color Ash Brown. And I was gonna get the Anastasia brush. I was really close to the camera then, sorry. I was gonna get the Anastasia brush, but the girl at Ulta was like, oh, NYX has like a knockoff brush that's like does the same thing and it's cheaper. So I was like, cool. So I use this NYX brush. It has a little eyebrow brush on the end and then the applicator on the other side. And it is, I'm assuming this is brush number 18. Maybe it just has the number on there for whatever reason. I always forget to like brush out my eyebrows, and it's not the end of the world if I forget, but then my eyebrows tend to have a mind of their own and they kind of go everywhere. So yeah, I just use this to fill in, and it's more on the ends that my eyebrows need to be filled in than the like inside. And I keep leaning into the camera because my camera is in front of my mirror. So I'm trying to get close to the mirror, and then I realize I'm giving you guys like an up close shot of my face. And I was like, whoa. So sorry about that. So I don't know if you can see a difference in the definition or the darkness of my eyebrows between this one has it and this one doesn't, but I see it. And sometimes I just completely miss my eyebrow, which is okay. Okay, they are done. Don't know if you see a difference. I do. Man, my baby hairs are like Frizz City today. Oh, I keep leaning in, and you guys probably getting a shot of my hairline and all this other stuff. So sorry. Next, I am going to use bronzer. I use the Hoola Benefit bronzer, and I do not use the light one. I used obviously the darker one. I never actually peeled this. Don't know if there's a name for it. There's not. It just says Hoola on the back. I do not like the brush. Oh, my laundry's done. I do not like the brush that it comes with. The bristles are just really coarse and rough, and I don't like it. So I use an It Cosmetics brush. Is there a number on this? No, there is not. I'm sorry, but it looks like this. And I just dip it into the bronzer and tap off the excess, and then just put it on my cheeks. And I put it across my nose. I usually use one dip for both cheeks, and I try to get the powder. Oh, I forgot to conceal my nose. Oh well. Yeah. And if I'm not happy with how the bronzer looks, or if I think I want more, I'll just go in for another, oops, a little bit more. And do that. I don't know why I took my hair down, because all it's doing is getting in my face. So that is that. And then, oh, my nose is so itchy. Sorry, I'm not picking it, I promise. So then I will dust I like to set my whole face with a powder. Even though I have dry skin, it doesn't make my skin dry, obviously, because the, liquid foundation is already there. I use it's an Ulta brand. It's their mineral powder foundation in the color Dark 01. I was using this Bare Minerals powder that I had, but I think it got like old, or I don't know. I had it for like 2 years, and so I just got this, and this stuff is like super cheap. I don't even know how much it is, but I think it was like $10 or $12, and I was like, I will take that, thank you. And then to apply my powder, I just tap some from in here into my lid. I use this Real Techniques powder brush. I love these, and this brush I think is like $8 or $10 compared to like my It Cosmetics brushes, which are like more than $20. So yeah, this thing works wonderfully. I love it, and I just kind of brush. And I also like to dust off my face with this powder after I bronze, because I feel like if I put too much bronzer on, then this will kind of help to diffuse it a little bit. And then if I feel like my under eye is still a little, if I still have too much powder under there, oops, that was way too much. Story of my life. Oh, with the French toast. There we go. Sorry about that. I'll just go in with, sorry, a little bit more. And just set my face. And sometimes I'll set my neck if I remember. I try not to set my forehead too much. I don't know why my forehead is like a different texture. It's a different feel. It's a different color. It's a different everything than the rest of my face. So I try not to put too much product on my forehead. Doesn't always work out that way, but. So then I'm going to use some highlighter. I have this, it's another Ulta brand. It's their baked bronzer, and it's Radiance. I actually got this when it was on clearance, so it was like $3. One time I tried to use it as a bronzer, and I don't know what I did, but it was just like Glow City, and I was like, no, no. So now I just use it as a highlighter. And then I have my It Cosmetics fan brush. It is number 116. And I just kind of rub it in there, tap it off, and just kind of apply it to my cheeks, cheekbone. Sometimes I make weird faces. And it's just to make sure that it's where I want it to be. And sometimes I like a very subtle highlight. I don't like to be like blinding. So sometimes I tap off too much or I don't gather enough. I'm still like trying to figure out this whole highlighting thing. But I don't like to like blind people. So I just do it very subtly. So sometimes only I realize I'm wearing a highlighter and no one else does, but that's okay. And then, excuse me, I use this Tarte mascara. This is my favorite mascara. It's the only mascara I use. I swear by this mascara. This mascara is so good. I already have like somewhat long eyelashes, but this mascara makes them even longer and fuller, and it does not bleed. I have cried while wearing this mascara, and it goes nowhere. I swear by it. I love it, and I don't have to wear false eyelashes, thank God, because I'm terrible at putting them on. So it's called Lights Camera Lashes, and it's their purple one, and I love it, and I like the way it smells. It smells really good. So put that on. Like, do you see the difference between this eye and this eye? Like, who needs false eyelashes when you have this mascara? Okay. That's really usually what I do every day. I don't wear lipstick every day, but if I do and I want a nude, this is my favorite nude lipstick. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and the color is Ashton. I love this for my skin tone. It's not too pink, but it's not too like brown tan where it kind of blends in with the rest of my face. So this is my go-to nude lipstick. I love it, and it's a matte lipstick. I'm not a huge fan of glosses, although Fenty's new gloss is amazing. So yeah, I'll put this on, and then I don't use a liner with it. So yeah, that is my everyday makeup routine. This is lighting a little better now. Yeah, don't mind my messy living room. But yeah, this is my everyday makeup routine. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and leave any comments below if you didn't like what I did, if you did, if you have any feedback or anything like that. And I'll see you next time. Bye.